The night before her bonding ceremony, Seraphina pushes open her fiancé's bedroom door, wanting to say one simple thing. "Tomorrow, we make it official." She smiles. Then the door swings open, and that smile never comes back. Seraphina, an omega in the werewolf world, the lowest rank in their hierarchy. But she has Gabriel, 5 years together. Love, sacrifice, and one promise, the bonding ceremony. In this world, bonding isn't just marriage. It's a soul link, permanent. Gabriel, son of a powerful family, handsome, admired by everyone. And he chose Seraphina. At least, that's what she thought. And then there's Valerie, her stepsister, the one who's always wanted everything Sarah has, including her fiancé. The night before the bonding ceremony, Seraphina can't sleep. She wants to see Gabriel, wants to tell him she's happy, that tomorrow is the most important day of her life. The hallway is dark. Light seeps through his bedroom door. He's still awake. Sarah smiles, hand on the doorknob. Then she pushes. Gabriel is on the bed, and Valerie is there. This isn't an innocent touch. This isn't a misunderstanding. This is already done. Their scents mix, clothes scattered. Valerie lying on sheets that Sarah thought would one day be theirs. Gabriel looks up, sees Sarah, and his eyes. Cold. No panic. No apology. Not a trace of regret. "You shouldn't be here." That's what Gabriel says. Like the betrayal isn't the problem. The problem is that she saw it. Valerie doesn't bother covering up. She sits up, head resting on Gabriel's shoulder, and smiles. "Sis, he chose me. Deal with it." Seraphina stands there. 1 beat. 2 beats. She doesn't scream. Doesn't ask why. Doesn't fall to her knees begging for an explanation. She just nods. Then we're done. She turns around, walks out. No tears, no looking back. Someone who just lost everything and still refused to kneel. Gabriel calls after her. "Seraphina, don't make this a big deal." But she doesn't stop. Her footsteps echo down the hallway, steady, like counting the heartbeats of something dying. 5 years. She put 5 years into this. And Gabriel could betray her like it was nothing. The front door closes behind her. The night is cold. Seraphina walks toward nowhere. Inside her chest, her wolf, the inner wolf every werewolf has, howls. Not in anger, in pain. The kind of pain that time can't heal. Someone who just lost everything and still refused to kneel. Seraphina doesn't go home. How could she? That house has Valerie. Has Elizabeth, the stepmother who always favored her biological daughter. Has Victor, the stepfather who never looked at Sarah like she was really his. Instead, she walks. Walks until she finds a bar on the edge of town. A lone omega out at night. Vulnerable in the werewolf world. But Sarah doesn't care. Right now, she just wants to forget. She sits in a corner. The first drink is bitter. The second, less so. By the third, she feels nothing. Then someone sits down beside her. Sarah looks up. A man. Tall, dark coat, face half lit, half shadowed by the dim lights. He doesn't speak, just orders a drink, sits there, silent beside her. Strangely, the silence isn't uncomfortable. It's calm, like he understands that Sarah doesn't need words, just someone to be there. They start talking, small things, the cold night, the drink, things that don't hurt, and in his voice, Sarah feels something strange. Her wolf, the wolf that was broken and grieving, suddenly lifts its head. His scent, alpha, strong, but not threatening, warm. And there's something familiar, like she's known him in another life. Sarah pushes the feeling away. She just got betrayed. This isn't the time for fairy tales. But that night, in the wreckage of her pain and the haze of alcohol, Sarah finds warmth with a stranger. One night. No names, no promises. The next morning, she wakes up. Cheap motel room, sunlight through the curtains, and the space beside her, empty. He's gone. No phone number, no name. Just the memory of the night before and a feeling Sarah can't explain. She puts a hand on her chest. Her heart still races when she thinks of him. What was that? She shakes her head. Doesn't matter. The stranger is gone. Her life has to go on. But that night will come back to haunt her in ways she never expected. What was that? 2 weeks later, Seraphina stands in the bathroom of a cheap motel, holding a pregnancy test. She bought it hoping she was just stressed, that her body was reacting to everything falling apart too fast. But no, 2 lines, 2 clear red lines. Sarah looks. Once, twice, 3 times. Still 2 lines. She slowly sinks to the floor, back against the wall, hands still holding the test, pregnant with a stranger's child. She, Omega, lowest rank, single, homeless, broke, is about to become a mother. Sarah doesn't know how long she sits there. In her head, everything spins. Gabriel, Valerie, family, the stranger, that night. And now, this baby. She could not keep it. No one would know. No one would judge. But the moment that thought crosses her mind, her hand instinctively moves to her stomach. And she knows. She can't. This baby isn't at fault. It came on the worst night of her life. But it's still hers. Sarah takes a deep breath. Tears, for the first time since that night, fall. But these aren't tears of weakness. They're tears of someone who just made a decision. I'll keep you, she whispers to the baby. And I'll give you the best life I can. A week later, Seraphina goes back home. Not to ask to stay. To inform them. Elizabeth sits in the armchair. Victor stands beside her. Valerie, Gabriel at her side, sits across like an audience waiting for a show. I have something to say. Sarah begins. Then say it. Elizabeth, cold. I'm pregnant. Silence, long. Then Elizabeth laughs, but not a happy laugh. Pregnant out of wedlock? She stands. You, the low-status Omega, knocked up in my house? Victor says nothing. He just looks at Sarah with the same eyes she's used to. Eyes that see trash. Valerie covers her mouth, but her eyes light up. This is scandal, and she loves scandal. Gabriel? He looks away, like this has nothing to do with him. And maybe, to him, it really doesn't. Who's the father? Elizabeth asks. I don't know. You don't know? She screams. You slept with someone without knowing their name? Sarah doesn't answer. She doesn't owe them an explanation. Get out of my house. The words drop like a hammer. Get out of my house tonight. Elizabeth throws a bag at Sarah's feet. Inside, a few clothes and some money. That's all you get. She doesn't owe them an explanation. Seraphina looks around the house. The walls she grew up within. The living room corner where she used to read. The stairs she ran up and down as a child. And now she's being thrown out like a dog. Not a single person speaks up. Victor is silent. Elizabeth stands with arms crossed. Valerie smiles with satisfaction. Gabriel won't even look. This is her family. No, this was never her family. Sarah bends down, picks up the bag. She says nothing more. No begging, no crying, no cursing. Just stands up and walks out the door into the cold night. Rain starting to fall. She walks for a few steps before she hears Valerie call out, Sarah, good luck, you're gonna need it. Laughter echoes in the night. Sarah doesn't turn around. She walks in the rain. No umbrella, nowhere to go. No one beside her. Her hand moves to her stomach, where the baby is growing. Baby, she whispers. I'm sorry you have to start like this. But I promise, I'll give you a better life. I'll never let anyone throw you out. I'll never betray you. Rain falls on Sarah's face. Or is it tears? She doesn't know anymore. But her feet keep moving forward. The next morning, Seraphina buys a bus ticket. Destination, Silver Moon Harbor, a small pack far away where no one knows her. No one knows her past. No one knows the scandal. She'll start over. The bus rolls forward. Seraphina looks through the window. The old city grows smaller. disappears. She doesn't look back. And this is Seraphina, not the weak Omega that the werewolf world labels her as, but someone who chooses to stand up when everything falls apart, who chooses to live when no one believes she can, who chooses to protect her unborn child at any cost. She doesn't look back. Silver Moon Harbor, small pack, peaceful, far away, a place where no one asks too many questions about your past. Seraphina rents a tiny apartment, 1 room, 1 bed, a mini kitchen, but it's hers. She finds work. Server at a diner, dishwasher, babysitter, anything to make money. Each month, her belly grows bigger. Each month, she saves a little more. 8 months after that fateful night, Seraphina gives birth. A baby boy. She looks at the tiny red face in her arms, his eyes squeezed shut, his hand gripping her finger, and for the first time since that night, Sarah smiles. Not a forced smile. Not a smile hiding something. A genuinely happy smile. Adrian, she whispers to her son. You're Adrian. I went through hell to get here. But looking at you, it was worth it. Adrian grows up. Year 1, learning to roll, to crawl, to say mama. Year 2, running everywhere, knocking over everything in reach. Year 3, starting to ask questions Sarah doesn't know how to answer. Mommy, where's Daddy? Sarah hugs him. Daddy is very far away. Does Daddy love me? I'm sure he does. Sarah says, though she doesn't know. 4 years, 5 years, Seraphina does everything a single mother can do. Work, raise her son, save, dream of a better future. She's not the weak Omega thrown out of a house anymore. She's a mother, a warrior, the only person Adrian has, and she does the job well. She's a mother, a warrior, the only person Adrian has. 5 years later, Seraphina looks at a job posting, Night Shadow Industries, the biggest company in the region. High salary, career advancement, a massive leap from washing dishes and waiting tables. She hesitates. An Omega like her? At an elite company? But then she looks at Adrian. Her son deserves more. She applies, and she gets in. First day of work, Seraphina wears the nicest outfit she owns. Night Shadow Industries. Tower rises into the sky. The lobby is huge. Everything screams. Power. She steps into the elevator. The doors close. And that's when she realizes she's not alone. A man stands behind her. Tall, dark vest, powerful alpha aura. An aura that feels familiar. Sarah turns around, and her heart stops for a beat. No way. It can't be. The man looks at her, eyebrows furrowed, like he's trying to remember something. You. The elevator doors open. Sarah steps out, heart pounding. It's him, the stranger from 5 years ago. That night. But who is he? And see, does he recognize her? Arc 1 ends here, but the story has only just begun. Arc 2. Seraphina discovers the stranger's true identity, and it's something she never expected. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. See you in the next arc. And does he recognize her? Time section duration, words, reaction lines. Banzai theory. Sai. Anitiai. Adati. Andisiram. Kokak. Aziwan 57 0. Itianti Ara 35 90. Girl. Milestone 1. Betrayal. 3. Dean 480. 1. Milestone 2. Fateful Night. 330 Iron 20. 1. Amasar Milestone 3. 2 lines. 4. Sciente at 600. 1. Milestone 4. Thrown out. 330 5 and 20. 1. Saw Aftermath 3. Shwa 450 sit. cliffhanger, 92 was Huntress. 300 flowns at Titsam total. Bayan 0 3010. Sex. 5 years ago, she slept with a stranger. No name, no number. Just one night, now that stranger is her boss. The CEO, the Alpha King. And the moment their eyes meet in that elevator, the mate bond awakens. Seraphina has spent 5 years rebuilding her life. Single mother, multiple jobs, fighting to give Adrian the life he deserves. And now, she's landed a position at Night Shadow Industries, the most powerful company in the werewolf world. Her new boss? Damien Nightshadow, Alpha King, CEO, the man whose empire spans territories. But there's something Sarah doesn't know yet. Damien isn't just her boss. He's the stranger from that night, the father of her son, and her fated mate. First day at Night Shadow Industries, Seraphina walks through the massive lobby, overwhelmed by the scale of everything. Crystal chandeliers, marble floors, guards who look like they could snap her in half. She's greeted by Claire, another assistant who seems genuinely friendly. "You'll be working directly with the CEO's office," Claire explains. "It's intense, but you'll get used to it." Sarah nods. She can handle intense. She's been handling intense for 5 years. For the first few days, Sarah doesn't meet Damien directly. She hears about him. Everyone talks about him. The Alpha King who built an empire. Cold, calculated, never smiles. But she doesn't see him. He's traveling, pack business. Until day 5, Sarah is organizing files in the main office when the door opens and he walks in. Tall, broad shoulders, dark hair, eyes like ice. Every person in the room straightens up. The alpha aura that radiates from him is suffocating. This is Damien Nightshadow. He scans the room, and his eyes land on Sarah. For a moment, everything stops. His nostrils flare, his pupils dilate, his whole body goes rigid. Sarah feels it too. Her wolf, dormant for so long, suddenly howls inside her. "Mate," her wolf whispers, "that's our mate." No, that can't be right. Her boss, the Alpha King? Her mate? And then the recognition hits. That face, those eyes, the scent 5 years ago. The bar, the stranger. It's him. Damien stares at her. His jaw clenches. He's trying to place her, trying to remember. "You." His voice is low. "Have we met?" Sarah's heart pounds. I don't think so, Mr. Nightshadow." A lie. She knows it's a lie. But what is she supposed to say? "Hey, we slept together 5 years ago and you're my son's father?" Damien doesn't push, but his eyes linger, like he's not convinced. "Claire," he says without looking away from Sarah. "Who is this?" "Seraphina, new assistant, started Monday." He nods slowly. "Seraphina." The way he says her name sends shivers down her spine. "Welcome to Night Shadow Industries." And he walks past her, close enough that she can smell his scent, cedar and something wild, close enough that her wolf whimpers. This is going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem. If Sarah thought her biggest problem was her boss being her secret baby daddy, she was wrong. Because on her second week, Valerie walks into the office. Sarah is at her desk when she hears the click of heels, expensive perfume, a laugh that sounds like nails on a chalkboard. She looks up. Valerie, her stepsister, the woman who slept with her fiancé. Now standing in the Night Shadow Industries lobby like she owns the place. And technically, she kind of does. Because Valerie married Gabriel Nightshadow, Damien's half-brother. Well, well, well. Valerie's smile is venomous. If it isn't my little Omega stepsister. Sarah stands. "Valerie, I heard you got a job here. I just had to see it for myself." She looks around, sneering. "Still climbing your way up from the bottom, I see." "I'm doing fine." "Are you?" Valerie steps closer. Because I remember you running away pregnant and disgraced. And now you're here working for my husband's family? Her eyes narrow. Does Damien know about your situation? The illegitimate child? Sarah's jaw tightens. Adrian is none of your business. Adrian? You named it? Valerie laughs. How cute. A bastard Omega's bastard child. The words are designed to hurt. And they do. But Sarah has spent 5 years building armor. Are you done? She asks. Because unlike some people, I actually have work to do. Valerie's smile falters. She's not used to Sarah fighting back. Watch yourself, little sister, she hisses. This is my territory now. And she storms off. But this is just the beginning. Valerie doesn't stop at one confrontation. She shows up at the office regularly, makes comments about Sarah's past, tries to undermine her at every turn, in front of Damien. Did you know, Valerie says casually during a meeting, that Seraphina has a child? A 5-year-old boy. Father unknown. The room goes quiet. Damien's eyes flick to Sarah. Something unreadable passes through them. I wasn't aware that private matters were relevant to this meeting, he says coldly. Continue. Valerie's face twists. That wasn't the reaction she wanted. And Sarah? She just sits there, heart pounding, wondering how long she can keep her secret. She just sits there, heart pounding, wondering how long she can keep her secret. Despite everything, Sarah is good at her job. Really good. She anticipates problems before they happen, organizes chaos, handles crises that would break other assistants. And Damien notices. You stayed late again, Damien says one evening, appearing at her desk. Sarah jumps. I wanted to finish the reports. You've been working 14-hour days for 2 weeks. I'm fine. He looks at her. Really looks. When did you last eat? She can't remember. He sighs, pulls out his phone, orders food. Eat. Then go home. Your son needs you. He knows about Adrian. Of course he knows. Valerie made sure of that. But he doesn't judge. Doesn't sneer. Just cares. Thank you, she whispers. He nods. You're valuable to this company. I protect valuable assets. It's the most Damien thing he could say, but somehow it still makes her heart flutter. The mate bond is getting harder to ignore. Every time he's near, her skin prickles. Her wolf howls. Her body pulls toward him like gravity. And she's starting to notice that he feels it too. The way he lingers near her desk. The way his eyes follow her across the room. The way his voice softens, just slightly, when he talks to her. But neither of them acknowledges it. What would they even say? Then comes the night of the gala. Night Shadow Industries hosts an annual event. Black tie. Elite alphas from across the territories. Sarah is assigned to work the event. She borrows a dress from Claire. Emerald green matches her eyes. When she walks in, she feels out of place. All these powerful wolves, and she's just an Omega assistant. Then Damien sees her. He's across the room, surrounded by pack leaders. But when she enters, his conversation stops. He stares. She stares back. And for a moment, it's just the two of them. Everyone else fades. He walks toward her. The crowd parts. You look... He pauses, clears his throat. Appropriate for the event. Appropriate? She almost laughs. Thank you, Mr. Night Shadow. Damien. What? Call me Damien, when we're not in the office. Her heart skips. Damien. He offers his hand. Dance with me. It's not a question, and she takes it. And for a moment, it's just the two of them. The dance ends. The night seems perfect, but someone has been watching. Michael, a beta from a rival pack. He's been circling Sarah all evening, eyes hungry, intentions clear. After the gala, Sarah walks to her car alone. The parking lot is empty. Quiet. Too quiet. Hey there. She spins around. Michael, stepping out of the shadows. Long night? His smile is wrong. You looked good in there. Dancing with the Alpha King. I need to go. Sarah starts walking faster. He matches her pace. What's the rush? I just want to talk. No, thank you. His hand grabs her wrist, yanks her back. I said talk. Sarah's blood runs cold. She tries to pull away, but he's stronger. So much stronger. Let me go. See, I don't think I will. He leans close. She smells alcohol. Something chemical. You're just an Omega. Who's going to stop me? He shoves her against a car, pins her there. Sarah's wolf screams. Fight. Run. Do something. But her body won't move. Then, a roar. Not a sound. A force. A wall of pure alpha rage that slams through the parking lot like a physical wave. Michael stumbles back, and Damien is there. He doesn't speak. He doesn't have to. He grabs Michael by the throat, lifts him off the ground, like he weighs nothing. Touch her again, Damien says, voice barely human. And I will tear you apart piece by piece. Michael chokes, nods desperately. Damien throws him aside like garbage. Michael scrambles up and runs. Damien turns to Sarah. His eyes are still wild. Wolf barely contained. Are you hurt? She shakes her head. Can't speak. He steps closer, cups her face with both hands, searches her eyes. You're safe now. I have you. And the dam breaks. Sarah cries. All the fear, all the stress, all the pressure of the last 5 years, it pours out. Damien holds her. Doesn't say a word. Just holds her. When she finally pulls back, their faces are inches apart. The mate bond roars. And he kisses her. Fierce, desperate, like he's been holding back for weeks. She kisses him back. And the dam breaks. After that night, everything changes. Damien doesn't just protect Sarah. He claims her. Not officially, not publicly, but in every way that matters. He drives her home from work, checks in on Adrian, sends guards to watch her apartment. This is excessive, Sarah protests. You were attacked, Damien says flatly. It won't happen again. You can't just... I can. I am. She wants to argue, but part of her, a part she's not proud of, likes it. Being protected, being valued. After 5 years alone, it feels... good. They talk more. Late nights at the office, meals together. He asks about Adrian. He's curious, Sarah says. Asks a lot of questions. About his father? She tenses. Sometimes. A pause. What do you tell him? That his father is... somewhere out there. Damien is quiet for a long moment. Then, you're a good mother. She smiles. It's maybe the nicest thing anyone has ever said to her. The relationship deepens. Stolen moments, secret glances, but the secrets have a way of coming out. And there are 2 that Sarah is keeping. 1. Adrian is Damien's son. 2. She knows. And she hasn't told him. Damien doesn't know that the child he's growing attached to is his own. And when he finds out, everything could fall apart. And when he finds out, everything could fall apart. And that brings us to the end of Arc 2. Seraphina has a new life, a new job, a potential new love, but the secrets are piling up. She knows Damien is Adrian's father. He doesn't. Valerie knows Sarah is hiding something, and she's digging. And Damien? He's starting to suspect that Seraphina is the mystery woman from 5 years ago. Arc 3 is where it all starts to unravel. A woman named Anna shows up claiming to be the woman Damien has been searching for. She has evidence, a pendant, a story, but Sarah knows the truth. And when the lies start colliding, nobody walks away clean. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. See you in Arc 3. When the lies start colliding, nobody walks away clean. Addiction and duration. Words. Ben niri niro ni mayond. Hook. 0015. Chapter 50. Context: 035, a 90, sun milestone. 410, 650, 0 milestone 2, 430, and 700, milestone 3. 430, 700, milestone 4, 430, 700. Aftermath: 410, 600, cliffhanger, 230, 300. Total: 25,100, 3090. Script version 1.0, English, US audience. Arc, Alpha Encounter, THJ 620. Date, 2026-01-2. Damien has been searching for 5 years. One woman, one night, one pendant left behind. Now someone shows up claiming to be her. But she's lying. And the real mystery woman? She's been right under his nose the whole time. Quick recap. Damien and Seraphina are getting closer. The mate bond is undeniable. But Sarah is hiding a massive secret. Adrian is Damien's son. And she's not the only one with secrets. Damien has been obsessed with finding the mystery woman from 5 years ago. The one he shared a single night with. The one who left wearing his family pendant. He's had investigators searching for years. And now? Someone's finally stepped forward. Her name is Anna, and she's about to blow everything up. Anna walks into Night Shadow Industries like she owns the place. Beautiful, confident, and holding something that makes everyone's jaw drop. The Night Shadow family pendant. Sarah is at her desk when she hears the commotion. A woman is at the front desk, demanding to see Damien. Security is trying to hold her back. "Tell him I have his pendant," Anna shouts. "Tell him I'm the woman from 5 years ago." The pendant. Sarah's blood runs cold. She knows that pendant. She wore it. That night. It was around her neck when she woke up alone. But she lost it. Or thought she lost it. Damien appears. Takes one look at the pendant in Anna's hand, and his entire demeanor changes. Everyone out. The room clears, except Sarah, who pretends to be filing something. "Where did you get this?" Damien asks, voice tight. "You gave it to me." Anna smiles. 5 years ago, the Lunar Assembly Ball? Don't you remember? Damien stares at her. His wolf is restless. Something is wrong. "You're the one I've been searching for?" "The one and only." Anna steps closer. "I've been looking for you too, but you're a hard man to find, Alpha King." She touches his arm. Damien doesn't pull away. Sarah's heart sinks. What follows are the worst days of Sarah's life. Anna is everywhere. At the office, at meetings, at Damien's side. She tells everyone they're reconnecting. That fate has brought them back together. And Damien? He's distant. Distracted. Like he's trying to piece together a puzzle. Meanwhile, Sarah watches from the sidelines. The man she's falling for. Being charmed by a fraud. Because Sarah knows the truth. Anna is lying. She is the woman from that night. Not Anna, but how can she prove it? How can she say, "Actually, I'm your mystery woman and also the mother of your child that you don't know about"? She can't. So she stays silent and watches everything crumble. She watches everything crumble. But Damien isn't stupid. Anna's story has holes. He takes her to dinner, asks questions. The ballroom that night. What did it look like? Beautiful, Anna says. Crystal chandeliers, moon decorations. Damien nods. That's accurate. Public knowledge. What did we drink? Champagne. The finest. Wrong. Damien only drinks whiskey. After the dance, where did we go? Your penthouse? The view of the harbor. Wrong again. They went to a hotel, a different part of the city. Anna doesn't know. She's guessing. And Damien's suspicion grows. Meanwhile, his beta, Lucas, does some digging. Anna's background doesn't add up. She was at the Lunar Assembly as waitstaff, not as a guest. She couldn't have been on the ballroom floor dancing with Damien. And the pendant? Security footage from the hotel that night shows someone else. A woman with dark hair and green eyes. Green eyes. Sarah has green eyes. Damien starts paying closer attention to his assistant, the way she moves, her scent, the feeling when she's near. He's felt this before. 5 years ago. Seraphina. She looks up from her desk. Yes? Have you ever been to a lunar assembly? Her face pales just for a second. No, why? Just curious. She's lying, he can tell. But why? She's lying, he can tell. Lucas brings Damien the final evidence. Security footage from the hotel hallway. 5 years ago. A woman leaving at dawn. Dark hair, green eyes. And around her neck, the night shadow pendant. That woman is not Anna. Damien calls Anna to his office. She arrives beaming. You wanted to see me? He doesn't smile. Where did you really get the pendant? I told you. You gave it to... Lie again, and I'll make sure you never lie to anyone else. Anna's smile falters. Tell me. The Alpha command thunders through the room. Anna staggers. I found it. At the hotel. On the floor of the lobby. That morning. Found it. She found it. The real woman, the real mystery, dropped it. And Anna picked it up. I knew it was yours, Anna continues, trembling. I knew you'd been looking. I thought if I... You thought you could fool me? Damien's voice is ice. You thought you could take her place? I can be better than her. Whatever she was to you, I can... Get out. Damien, please. Get out. Anna runs, but Damien doesn't celebrate. Because now the real question burns. If Anna isn't the mystery woman, who is? He looks at the footage again. Dark hair, green eyes, that posture, that walk. Something about it is so familiar. He pulls up Seraphina's employee photo, compares. The resemblance is striking. Too striking. Damien's wolf stirs. Recognition. Mate, his wolf growls. That's our mate. Mate, his wolf growls. That's our mate. While Damien unravels one mystery, another threat emerges. Elizabeth, Sarah's stepmother, and she hasn't forgotten her grudge. Through Valerie, Elizabeth learns where Sarah works, where she lives, and about Adrian. Adrian, the bastard child. Elizabeth's words, not ours. She sees an opportunity. One day, Sarah picks Adrian up from school. A black car follows them. When she gets home, Elizabeth is waiting. Long time, stepdaughter. Sarah's blood freezes. What do you want? Just a visit. To see my grandson. She says the word like it's dirty. He's not your grandson. You threw us out. Mistakes happen. Elizabeth smiles, but I'm willing to make amends. For a price. What do you want? Information about Damien Nightshadow. His schedule, his security, his weaknesses. Elizabeth is working with someone. Someone who wants to hurt Damien. Work with me, Elizabeth says. Or Adrian gets taken away? I still have connections. Omega mothers with mysterious pasts don't do well in custody courts. Sarah's hands shake. Touch my son, she says, voice low. And I will kill you. Elizabeth laughs. There's that Omega fire. I almost forgot. She leaves. But the threat hangs in the air. That night, Sarah can't sleep. She's being squeezed from every direction. Damien is getting closer to the truth about that night. Anna is exposed but still lurking. And now Elizabeth is threatening Adrian. Something has to give. But what? Something has to give. Arc 3 ends with the walls closing in. Anna is exposed as a fraud. But she's not done scheming. Elizabeth is threatening Adrian. And she's allied with someone dangerous. Valerie is watching, waiting for Sarah to fall. And Damien? He's figured out that Seraphina might be the mystery woman, but he doesn't know she's also the mother of his child. Arc 4 is where it all explodes. Valerie makes her move, against Adrian directly. Sarah is forced to fight back. And Damien finally learns the truth. A 5-year-old boy, alone in a forest full of rogues, left there by his own stepsister. And the Alpha King racing through the woods to save a child he doesn't know is his son. This is the moment everything changes. The situation? Elizabeth threatened Sarah. When Sarah refused to help her spy on Damien, she needed another way to hurt her. Enter Valerie. Valerie volunteers to spend time with Adrian. Family bonding, she claims. Sarah doesn't trust her, but she's at work. Valerie shows up at the school with papers claiming to be family. And before Sarah can stop it, Adrian is gone, taken to the edge of pack territory, near the rogue border, and left there, alone. Sarah is in a meeting when her phone buzzes. An unknown number. She steps out, answers. Mommy? Adrian's voice. Scared, crying. Adrian, where are you? The scary lady left me in the forest. It's dark and I hear things moving. Sarah's blood runs cold. Adrian, stay where you are. Hide. Mommy's coming. I'm scared. I know, baby. I know. Just stay hidden. I'm coming. The call drops. Sarah bursts into Damien's office. Valerie took my son. She left him near the rogue border. Damien doesn't ask for details. He doesn't hesitate. Within seconds, he's issuing orders. Warriors mobilized, scouts deployed, drones in the air. I'm going with them, Sarah says. It's dangerous. He's my son. Something flashes in Damien's eyes. Recognition. Understanding. Then we go together. They reach the forest's edge. The rogue territory is known for attacks. Hostile wolves, desperate packs. No place for a child. Search teams spread out. Sarah screams Adrian's name until her throat is raw. Nothing. Hours pass. The sun sets, and then a scent. Damien freezes. This way. He leads them through underbrush. Faster. His wolf taking over. And there, huddled in a hollow beneath a fallen tree, Adrian, dirty, terrified, but alive. Mommy! Sarah collapses next to him, holds him so tight he can barely breathe. I've got you. I've got you. You're safe. Damien stands back, watching. Something strange happens. When he looks at Adrian, really looks, there's a pull, a connection he doesn't understand. His wolf stirs. Ours, it whispers. That's ours. He shakes it off. Now isn't the time. Something strange happens. When he looks at Adrian, Valerie doesn't expect retaliation. She thinks Sarah is still the weak Omega she knew 5 years ago. She's wrong. The next day, Sarah finds Valerie at a cafe, laughing with friends, acting like nothing happened. Sarah walks straight up to her table. We need to talk. Valerie smirks. Oh? About what? About how you kidnapped my son and left him to die. The cafe goes quiet. I didn't kidnap anyone, Valerie says coolly. I just took my nephew on a little adventure. Not my fault he wandered off. You're a liar. And you're a desperate Omega reaching for drama. Sarah leans in, voice low. Dangerous. Touch my son again. I dare you. Valerie laughs. And what exactly will you do? You're nothing, no wolf. No power? No. Sarah grabs Valerie's wrist, slams it on the table. The entire cafe hears the bone crack. Valerie screams, that's what I'll do. But here's the thing. Sarah shouldn't have that strength. Omegas are weak. That's what everyone says. But in that moment, something awakened. Something dormant. Power she didn't know she had. She looks at her own hands, confused, scared. What just happened? Security drags Sarah away. Damien arrives to handle the fallout. Charges aren't pressed. Valerie doesn't want to explain why the Omega broke her wrist. But Damien saw the footage. Sarah's strength wasn't normal. His wolf knows something, recognizes something, and the truth is closer than ever. Something awakened, something dormant. In the aftermath, Damien takes over. He assigns guards to Adrian, to Sarah's apartment, to their entire lives. This is too much, Sarah protests. It's necessary. I can handle. You broke Valerie's wrist with your bare hand. You're changing, and until we understand what that means, I'm not taking chances. She has no argument. Damien starts spending more time at Sarah's apartment. He claims it's for security briefings, strategy sessions. But really, he's there for Adrian. Mr. Damien, look, I built a tower. Damien kneels beside the boy, studies the Lego structure with mock seriousness. Impressive, but the foundation needs work. Here. He adjusts some pieces. Now try. Adrian's face lights up. You're smart. I've been called worse. Sarah watches from the kitchen. Something aches in her chest. This is what Adrian could have had. A father. 5 years of moments like this. And she stole it from both of them. The guilt is crushing. One night after Adrian falls asleep, Damien finds Sarah crying on the balcony. What's wrong? Nothing. Just tired. He doesn't believe her. But he doesn't push. Instead, he stands beside her. Silent. You're good with him, Sarah whispers. He's a good kid. You raised him well. She almost says it. Almost tells him everything. But the words stick in her throat. I'm just glad he's safe, she says instead. Damien nods. So am I. He takes her hand, squeezes once. And in that moment, despite everything, Sarah feels safe too. She almost says it, almost tells him everything. The tension between Sarah and Damien reaches a breaking point. It's late. Adrian is asleep at a friend's house, his first sleepover since the kidnapping. Damien is supposed to leave, but he doesn't. They're standing in her tiny living room, too close. I should go, he says. You should. Neither moves. This is complicated, he says. I know. You're my employee. I know. There are secrets between us. I know. He reaches out, touches her face. Tell me to stop. She doesn't. That night, they give in. 5 years of waiting. 5 years of the mate bond pulling them together. It all breaks loose. Sarah knows she shouldn't. Knows there are conversations they need to have first. But in his arms, she forgets. For one night, she lets herself forget. Morning comes. They lie tangled together, sunlight through the curtains. Damien traces patterns on her shoulder. This changes things, he says. I know. You keep saying that. Because it's all I can say right now. He's quiet for a moment. The woman from 5 years ago. The lunar assembly. It was you, wasn't it? Sarah's heart stops. Damien, don't lie to me. Not anymore. She meets his eyes. Yes, it was me. He exhales, like he's been holding his breath for years. I knew. Some part of me always knew. I'm sorry I didn't. Later. He pulls her closer. We'll figure out the rest later. For now, this is enough. But the rest includes Adrian. And that conversation is coming sooner than either of them thinks. We'll figure out the rest later. But the rest includes Adrian. Arc 4 ends with a family forming. Adrian is safe. Sarah and Damien have finally given in to the mate bond. The truth about that night is out. But there's still one secret. Adrian's paternity. And someone is about to make that very public. Arc 5. Seraphina discovers she's not a normal Omega. She has powers, healing abilities, and a heritage that changes everything. Her parents weren't random villagers. They were Alpha and Luna of a murdered pack. The mystery of her past finally unravels, and the revelations will shake everyone. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. Arc 5 is next. The mystery of her past finally unravels. Section duration. Words, y'all. Hook. 0, 15, and 50. Some context. 0, 35, 90. Then milestone 1. Vor 10, 650. Milestone 2. Sheor 30, 650. Milestone 3. Sor 30, 650. And milestone 4. View 4 to 30 to 650. Cliffhanger. 330. 300. Total. 22. Sunchbarn. 3040. Script version. 1.0. English. U.S. audience. Arc. Adrian's rescue and family bonding. Age 31 on to 43. Date. 2026-01-02. Her whole life, Seraphina thought she was nothing. An orphan. An omega. The lowest rank. But what if everything she believed was a lie? What if she's not an omega at all? What if she's royalty? Where we left off, Sarah and Damien have finally given in to the mate bond. He knows she's the mystery woman from 5 years ago, but he doesn't know Adrian is his son. Now, strange things are happening to Sarah. She broke Valerie's wrist with omega strength she shouldn't have. She feels power stirring inside her. And soon she's going to discover the truth about her origins. This arc changes everything. It starts during a pack crisis. Rogue wolves attack the training facility. Several pack members are injured. Sarah is there, helping with administrative work when the wounded are brought in. Lucas, Damien's beta, is carried in on a stretcher. Deep claw marks across his chest. Blood everywhere. The pack healer works frantically. I need more time. Keep him stable. But Lucas is fading. His eyes flutter closed. Without thinking, Sarah moves forward. She puts her hands on his wounds. What are you doing? Someone shouts. She doesn't answer. Doesn't know. Just feels a pull. Her hands glow. Soft golden light pools from her palms. It sinks into Lucas's wounds. The torn flesh heals. The cuts close. The bleeding stops. Lucas gasps, opens his eyes. The room is silent. Everyone stares at Sarah. What? Lucas whispers. What did you do? Sarah looks at her hands, still glowing faintly. I don't know. Word spreads instantly. The Omega has healing powers. Impossible. Unprecedented. Damien arrives, takes Sarah aside. Explain. I can't. I don't understand it myself. He looks at her for a long moment. This isn't Omega power. This is something else. I know. We need answers. That night, something happens. Sarah sleeps and dreams. A meadow. Silver moonlight. A woman standing before her. Beautiful. Ethereal. Radiating power. Moon goddess, Sarah breathes. Seraphina. The goddess smiles. You've finally awakened. Awakened to what? To who you truly are. Your power has been dormant, hidden, but the bond with your mate has triggered it. What am I? You are not an Omega child, you are the daughter of Alphas. Sarah's world tilts. Your parents were the Alpha and Luna of the Northern Ridge Pack. They were killed when you were an infant. You were hidden, downgraded, made to appear as an Omega to protect you. Protect me from what? From those who murdered them and who still hunt for survivors. The vision begins to fade. Wait! Who killed them? That answer. You must find yourself. Sarah wakes, drenched in sweat. Everything she thought she knew is wrong. Everything she thought she knew is wrong. Sarah can't ignore the vision. She needs answers, real answers. From the Northern Ridge Pack. Damien doesn't want her to go. It's dangerous. Rogue attacks are increasing. That territory is unstable. My parents were murdered there. I need to understand. Then I'll come with you. You can't. Pack business. The summit is next week. They argue for hours. In the end, Damien compromises. He sends a guard detail and makes her promise to check in. If anything happens, I'll be fine. If anything happens, I'm coming for you. Burning down whatever gets in my way. She believes him. The journey north is long. Mountains, forests, roads that grow smaller. The Northern Ridge territory is beautiful. But there's an emptiness to it. A pack that was destroyed. Homes abandoned. Memories scattered in the wind. And then, ambush. A truck runs her car off the road. Masked wolves surround them. The guards fight. But they're outnumbered. Sarah is cornered. The Alpha's daughter, one of them growls. Someone will pay well for you. They know who she is. Before she can react, everything goes dark. When she wakes, she's not in a cell. She's in a cabin. Warm fire, a man sitting across from her. Young, rugged, kind eyes. You're awake, he says. I'm Caleb. I saved you from those rogues. Where am I? My family's home, near what used to be Northern Ridge. Sarah sits up. How did you? I know who you are, Seraphina. How? Caleb pulls out a photo. Faded, old. A couple. The woman holding a baby. Your parents, Caleb says. My family knew them. We served the Northern Ridge Pack before the massacre. Sarah stares at the photo. Her mother, her father, faces she's never seen. What happened to them? Rogues, organized, well-funded. They hit at dawn, killed the Alpha and Luna, burned the pack house. And me? A maid escaped with you. Raised you in secret, changed your scent, made you an Omega so no one would look for you. Tears streamed down Sarah's face. All my life, I thought I was nothing. You were never nothing, Caleb says gently. You're the last of your line. You were never nothing. Days pass. Sarah recovers and learns. Caleb's parents, Margaret and Robert, tell her everything they know. The Northern Ridge Pack was powerful, ruled fairly, loved. But they had enemies. Other packs wanted their territory, their resources. The attack was coordinated. Multiple packs working together under a mysterious leader. Who led them? Sarah asks. We never learned. By the time it was over, the Alpha and Luna were dead. The pack scattered. Anyone who might have known was killed. And no one investigated? Who would? The victors write history. Northern Ridge was declared destroyed by rogues. The investigation went cold. Sarah clenches her fists. So my parents' murderers walk free. For now, Margaret says. But you're alive. And that changes things. There's more. The rogues who attacked Sarah on the road, they knew who she was. Word got out, Caleb says. Your healing power, your emergence, someone connected the dots. Who? I don't know, but they've been watching, waiting. What do they want? Robert's expression darkens. To finish what they started. You're a threat, Seraphina, a living reminder of what they did. As long as you exist, the truth exists. Sarah stands. Then let them come. Don't be reckless. I'm not being reckless. I'm being angry. They killed my parents, stole my identity, made me believe I was worthless. She looks at her hands, still humming with power. I won't let them get away with it. She contacts Damien, tells him everything. I'm coming to get you, he says. No, I'm coming home. On my own terms. Sarah, trust me, please. A long pause. Okay, but if you're not back in 3 days, I'm coming anyway. She smiles. Deal. I won't let them get away with it. The journey home is different. Sarah isn't the same woman who left. She knows who she is now, where she comes from, and she has Caleb, who insists on accompanying her. You don't have to do this, she says. Your parents were good to my family. I owe them, and I owe you. She doesn't argue. 3 days later, they arrive at Night Shadow territory. Damien is waiting, face tense, eyes immediately locking on Caleb. Who is this? Caleb. He saved my life and helped me understand my past. Damien's jaw tightens. I see. The alpha tension is thick enough to cut. Damien, he's just a friend. For now, Damien steps forward. Welcome to Night Shadow territory. It's not a warm welcome, it's a warning. Caleb seems unbothered. Good to be here. That night, Sarah tells Damien everything. The vision, the truth about her parents, the attack, the conspiracy. He listens, silent. You're alpha-born, he says finally. Apparently. That explains everything. Your power, your scent, the way you've always felt. Felt how? He meets her eyes. Equal. She laughs softly. In this world? Me? Equal to an alpha king? You were never lesser, Sarah. I knew that from the moment we met. He pulls her close. Now we just have to figure out who's hunting you and make them regret it. You were never lesser, Sarah. Arc 5. Ends with Sarah transformed. She knows her heritage, her power, her purpose. But questions remain. Who orchestrated her parents' murder? Why are rogues still hunting her? And what will Damien do when he finally learns that Adrian is his son? Arc 6 is where the paternity truth explodes. Caleb, who knew Sarah's mother, recognizes something in Adrian. Damien pieces together the timeline. And finally, he learns the truth. Adrian is his son. His reaction? Not what anyone expects. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. Arc 6. Father revealed. His reaction? Not what anyone expects. Section on duration, words, sasaya. Tatiarit, hook. Year 15, chapter 50. Some context. 035, 90. Some milestone, 1. 5 us were 10. 750. Some milestone, 2. 6 sunt, 800. Milestone E3. 6 all easy on 800. In milestone 4 sir. 4 son 600. Cliffhanger. 3 Clanmount. Tira. Total. Yan 25. Sundrat. 3440 Script version. 1.0. English. U.S. audience. Arc. Hidden Heritage Discovery. Cha 4460. Said date 2026-01-02. 5 years. That's how long Damien has been a father without knowing it. 5 years of birthdays. First words, first steps, all of it. Missed. And when he finally learns the truth, it breaks him. In ways he never expected. The situation so far. Sarah knows she's alpha-born. Her parents were murdered. She has enemies hunting her. She's returned from the north with Caleb, a friend who saved her life. And Damien? He's suspicious, jealous, and running out of patience. He knows Sarah has been hiding something about Adrian. The timeline doesn't add up. Neither does the way his wolf reacts to the boy. This arc, the final secret comes out, and nothing will ever be the same. From the moment Caleb arrives, Damien doesn't trust him. Who exactly is this person to you? Damien asks that first night. I told you. A friend. A friend you spent a week with? Alone. In the mountains. He saved me. And I'm supposed to just accept that? The fight escalates. Damien's jealousy is obvious. Sarah's frustration is obvious. But underneath it all, underneath the anger, is fear. Fear that the truth about Adrian is slipping closer. Caleb makes things worse by being present. He's at breakfast with Adrian, teaching him to catch a football. Adrian adores him instantly. Caleb, watch me run. I'm fast. The fastest kid I've ever seen, little man. Damien watches from the window, jaw clenched. He's good with kids, Sarah says carefully. So I've noticed. Damien, I need to go. Pack meeting. He leaves, door slamming behind him. The tension stretches through days. Damien is cold, distant. He barely looks at Sarah. And when he does, there's something hurt in his eyes. Not anger. Something deeper. Caleb notices. You're going to lose him if you don't tell the truth. I know. Then why don't you? Because I'm terrified. Sarah's voice breaks. He's going to hate me for keeping it from him. 5 years, Caleb. 5 years of lies. The longer you wait, the worse it gets. I know. But knowing and doing are different things. Knowing and doing are different things. The truth comes out in an unexpected way. Caleb is telling Adrian a bedtime story. Sarah listens from the doorway. And the brave knight found the magic pendant, Caleb narrates. It glowed silver and, like mommy's pendant? Adrian asks. Sarah freezes. Your mommy has a pendant? Used to. She showed me once. Said a prince gave it to her a long time ago. Caleb's eyes snap to Sarah. She shakes her head. Stop. But it's too late, because Damien is standing right behind her. What pendant? The confrontation happens in the living room. Adrian is sent to his room. Caleb excuses himself, and Sarah faces Damien alone. The pendant, Damien says, voice controlled. The night shadow pendant. The one you lost. That Anna picked up. Yes. You had it because I gave it to you. That night. Yes. And Adrian knows about it because you told him. He found it once, asked questions. I gave him a vague answer. Damien is putting the pieces together. She can see it in his eyes. Adrian is 5 years old. Yes. We were together 5 years ago. Yes. Sarah. His voice cracks. Is Adrian my son? The question hangs in the air. Heavy. Final. Yes. Sarah's voice is barely a whisper. Adrian is your son. The question hangs in the air. Heavy. Final. Damien doesn't yell. He doesn't throw things, doesn't storm out. He just sinks into a chair, head in his hands, and stays there. 5 years. His voice is hollow. I have a son, and you kept him from me for 5 years. Damien, I wasn't there for his birth. His first steps, his first word. I tried. Did you? Did you try? He looks up, eyes red. You knew who I was. You knew where I was. You could have found me at any point. I was scared. I was alone. I didn't know if you'd even remember me. I searched for you. For years. I had investigators looking. And you were right here. With my child. I'm sorry. Sorry doesn't give me those 5 years back. He stands. Walks toward her. Stops inches away. I missed everything, Sarah. Everything. Because you decided I didn't deserve to know. The words hit like physical blows. Because she can't argue. He's right. Damien leaves. Doesn't say where he's going. Just leaves. Sarah sits there, crying, broken. Caleb finds her an hour later. He'll come back. He hates me. He's hurting. There's a difference. Is there? Caleb sits beside her. You made a terrible choice. But you made it trying to protect your son. Damien is smart enough to see that eventually. And if he isn't, then you'll survive. Like you've survived everything else. 3 days pass. Damien doesn't come home. Sarah takes care of Adrian alone, explaining that Damien had to go on a trip. Adrian asks, Is Damien mad at you? A little bit. Why? Because I told him a secret too late. Adrian is quiet. Then, if he's mad, he'll get unmad. That's what happens, right? Out of the mouths of children. Out of the mouths of children. On day 4, Damien returns. It's late. Adrian is asleep. Sarah is on the couch. She hasn't slept properly in days. The front door opens. Damien. He looks exhausted, unshaven, like he's been fighting himself. I'm sorry, Sarah starts. I know sorry isn't enough, but stop. She stops. He sits across from her. I've spent 3 days thinking, replaying every moment. And I'm still angry. Part of me might always be angry. Her heart sinks, but she looks up. I understand why you didn't tell me. He exhales. You were 18, alone, pregnant by a stranger you didn't think you'd ever see again, in a world that treats omegas like garbage. That doesn't excuse it. No, it doesn't. But it explains. He meets her eyes. I'm not leaving. I'm not walking away from you or Adrian. Damien, I want to be in his life. Officially, as his father. Tears stream down Sarah's face. I want that too. He reaches for her hand. We're going to fix this. Together. The next morning, Adrian wakes up to something new. Damien is in the kitchen, making breakfast. Morning, little man. Adrian's face lights up. Damien, you're back. I am. Mommy said you were on a trip. I was, but I'm home now. He kneels down, eye level. Adrian, I need to tell you something. What? Damien takes a breath. I'm your daddy. Adrian blinks. Really? Really? Like, a real daddy? Who stays? A real daddy. Who stays forever. Adrian slams into him. The tightest hug his little arms can manage. Damien holds him back. And for the first time in days, smiles. A real daddy. Who stays forever. Arc 6 ends with a family finally complete. Damien knows Adrian is his son. Adrian knows Damien is his father. The lies are over. The secrets exposed. But peace never lasts long. Because while they were having this emotional breakthrough, Valerie was making her move. She's fled the pack, ran to rogue territory, not as a victim, as an ally. Arc 7, Rogue War. Valerie tells the rogues everything. Pack weaknesses, guard rotations, Damien's vulnerabilities. War is coming. And Sarah? She's about to discover just how powerful she really is. When she falls into a coma trying to save others, only a miracle can bring her back. The miracle? She's pregnant. Again. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. Arc 7 is coming. The miracle? She's pregnant. Again, our section duration. Words out, see. Hook. 0, 0, 15, 50. Context. 0, 35, 90. Milestone 1. 40, 700. Milestone 2. 5, Suntre, 700. Milestone 3. 5, Entree, 700. Milestone 4. 330, 600. Cliffhanger 3, Samre, 350 sale. Total 2, Sundown. 3199. Script version 1.0. English. U.S. audience. Arc. Father revealed. TXT175. Date 2026-01-02. War is coming. The rogues are organized. Vicious, led by an alpha who wants to tear Damien's pack apart. And Valerie? She gave them everything. Every secret, every weakness. Now, Sarah must prove she's worthy of being Luna, even if it nearly kills her. Let me catch you up. Damien knows Adrian is his son. The family is finally together. But Valerie, consumed by jealousy and hatred, has fled to rogue territory. She's joined forces with Voss, the rogue alpha who's been attacking border packs for years. And she's told him everything. Guard schedules, weak points and defenses, Damien's emotional vulnerabilities. The rogues are coming. This arc is about survival and the cost of protecting those you love. Valerie reaches rogue territory on a moonless night. She's captured immediately, thrown into a cell. Who are you? Voss demands. Someone who can help you destroy Damien Nightshadow. That gets his attention. Voss is everything Damien isn't. Brutal, unpredictable, no code of honor. He's been trying to take down organized packs for years, building his rogue army from outcasts and criminals. Damien's territory is his biggest prize. And Valerie? She's gift-wrapping it. His mate is a fraud, Valerie explains. A weak Omega pretending to be someone important. The healer? Word spreads. She's a liability, emotional, protective of her brat child. Target him and she falls apart. Voss considers. And the Alpha King? Arrogant. Thinks he can protect everyone. We hit from multiple angles. He's overwhelmed. Why should I trust you? Because I want Seraphina destroyed more than you want this territory. Voss smiles. A predator recognizing another. Tell me everything. Days later, the attacks begin. Border patrol ambushed, supply lines cut, small settlements raided. Each attack is precise, informed. Damien pulls warriors from across his territory. They know too much, Lucas says grimly. Every move we make, they anticipate. Someone's feeding them information. Who? Damien's jaw clenches. He already knows. Valerie. The pack mobilizes, training intensifies, defenses reinforced. Civilians move to safe zones. And Sarah? She insists on helping. I have healing powers. You're a high-value target, Damien interrupts. They'll be looking for you. I don't care. I do. They're at an impasse. But Sarah doesn't back down. When the battle comes, she's going to fight. Whether Damien approves or not. When the battle comes, she's going to fight. The major attack hits at dawn. Rogues pour across the northern border. Hundreds of them. This isn't a raid. This is an invasion. Damien leads the defense. His wolf form is massive, black as night, eyes burning gold. He tears through rogues like paper. But there are so many. Sarah watches from the command tent, heart pounding. Then the reports come in. Heavy casualties on the east flank. Medical team overwhelmed. We need healers now. Sarah doesn't hesitate. She runs toward the fighting. The field is chaos. Blood, screams, bodies. She finds the wounded. Hands glowing gold. Healing is instinct now. One soldier, then another, then another. But each healing takes something from her. Energy. Strength. Something deeper. Luna, you need to stop, a guard warns. One more. She heals another fallen warrior. One more. 20 soldiers. 30, 50. Her nose starts bleeding. Vision blurs. Sarah! Someone's screaming her name. She can't stop. There are more wounded, more dying, 60, 70. Her legs give out. Luna? Everything goes dark. Damien finds her collapsed on the battlefield. Pale, not breathing. No, 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 no. He scoops her up, runs. The pack healer works frantically. She's drained completely. Her body is shutting down. Do something. Alpha, there's nothing I can do. She gave everything, literally everything. Damien falls to his knees beside her. His mate, his love, dying because she refused to stop saving others. Please, he whispers. Please come back. But Sarah doesn't move. She gave everything, literally everything. Hours pass, days. Sarah remains unconscious, vital signs barely stable. The pack withdraws from the front lines. They've held the rogues back, but at a cost. And their Luna is fighting for her life. Damien doesn't leave her side. Adrian is brought in. Confused, scared. Is Mommy gonna wake up? Yes. Damien's voice is steady, but his hands shake. Mommy is strong. She'll wake up. He has to believe that, because the alternative is unthinkable. On the third day, the healer runs more tests and finds something unexpected. Alpha, I need to tell you something. What? The Luna. She's pregnant. Damien goes still. Pregnant? Very early. Weeks, but it's there. The healer pauses. That might be why she's still alive. The baby is sustaining her, giving her something to hold on to. Pregnant. Through everything, the battles, the healing, the collapse, new life is growing inside her. Damien leans over her, hand on her stomach. You hear that? We're having a baby. His voice breaks. You have to wake up. You have to meet them. No response. Please, Sarah, I can't do this without you. Adrian can't. This baby can't. Still nothing. He stays there, talking to her. telling her about Adrian, about plans for the future, about everything they're going to do together, begging her to come back. On day 5, her eyes flutter. Damien? Sarah! He's crying, not ashamed of it. You're awake. What happened? You saved 70 people, then nearly died. Oh. She blinks weakly. That was dumb. He laughs, tears and laughter mixed. Incredibly dumb. Never do it again. No promises. She tries to sit up. Can't. Easy, easy. Your body needs time. The baby? You know? I felt it. When I was wherever I was. I felt them. Damien touches her face. They saved you. They did. She smiles. Weak but real. I guess that makes them a hero already. Sarah's recovery is slow, but she's not idle. From her bed, she studies battle reports, maps, rogue patterns, and she notices something. The attacks are testing our responses. Lucas looks at her. What do you mean? They hit, we react, they withdraw. They're not trying to win battles. They're trying to exhaust us. Death by 1,000 cuts. Exactly. But that means they have limited resources too. If we can draw them into one major fight, we crush them. Sarah nods. One decisive victory. End this. Damien is skeptical. You should be resting. I'll rest when the war is over. Sarah, Damien. She meets his eyes. I nearly died for this pack. Let me help save it. He can't argue with that. They plan together. Sarah's strategic mind paired with Damien's tactical experience. A trap. Fake a weakness at the eastern border. Draw the rogues in. Then hit them from 3 sides. It works. The battle is brutal, but short. Rogues stream toward the weak point, only to find Damien's elite forces waiting. The enemy is surrounded. Decimated. Voss himself barely escapes. Valerie with him. But the rogue army? Shattered. The war isn't over. Voss is still out there. But for now, the pack is safe. That night, Damien returns to Sarah. Blood-stained, exhausted, but victorious. It worked. I told you it would. He collapses beside her. You're annoyingly good at this. I know. The pack is starting to call you something. What? Luna, for real this time. Not just as a title. They mean it. Sarah's eyes wet. I haven't earned. You nearly died saving 70 warriors. You strategized a victory from your hospital bed. You've more than earned it. He pulls her close. You're Luna, my Luna, and there's nowhere you belong more. You're Luna, my Luna. Arc 7 ends with a hard-won victory. The rogue army is broken. The pack is saved. Sarah is officially Luna, and she's pregnant. But Voss escaped. Valerie is still with him, and they're already planning revenge. Arc 8 is where everything goes wrong. Damien goes missing during a reconnaissance mission. Sarah leads a rescue party and falls into the worst trap of her life. She's captured, tortured, poisoned, left for dead in a pit of corpses. And when she finally escapes, she's lost something she can never get back. Her wolf, Arc 8, Captivity and Escape, the darkest chapter yet. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Hit the bell. See you in Arc 8. She's lost something she can never get back. She woke up in a pit of corpses, poison burning through her veins. Wolf gone silent, presumed dead by her enemies. But Seraphina isn't dead. Not yet. And she'll crawl through hell itself to get back to her family. After the battle, the rogues retreated. But they weren't finished. Damien left on a reconnaissance mission, tracking Voss's remaining forces. He didn't come back. The mind link, the mental bond between mates, went silent. Sarah refused to wait. Against all advice, she led a rescue party into rogue territory. But it was a trap. Valerie was waiting. This arc is survival at its most brutal. Torture, death, and a loss that will haunt Sarah forever. The mind link goes quiet on a Tuesday morning. Sarah is playing with Adrian when she feels it, or rather, stops feeling it. The ever-present hum of Damien's consciousness. Gone. Like someone flipped a switch. Something's wrong. Lucas arrives within minutes. We lost contact with the Alpha's team at dawn. Lost contact how? Completely. Radio, mind link, everything. Sarah's blood runs cold. Where were they? Deep in rogue territory, tracking Voss's movements. She doesn't hesitate. I'm going after him. Luna, that's exactly what they want. You're pregnant, you're high value, He's my mate. I'm not leaving him out there. The rescue party moves at dusk. 50 warriors, Sarah at the lead. Lucas tries one more time. This is reckless. Damien would do the same for me. No one argues that. They push into rogue territory. Dense forest, fog that swallows sound. Every step feels watched. They find Damien's team, or what's left of them. Bodies, scattered, torn apart. But no Damien. He's not here, Sarah breathes. He's alive. How do you know? Because I'd feel it if he wasn't. They push deeper. The trap springs at midnight. Fog thickens impossibly. Visibility drops to 0. Wolves emerge from nowhere, surrounding them. And at the center of the ambush, Valerie. Hello, little sister. That smile. You came. I knew you would. Sarah's wolf snarls inside her. But the numbers are wrong. Way too many rogues. Where's Damien? Oh, he's fine. For now. Voss is having fun with him. Valerie tilts her head. The question is, what happens to you? The rogues attack. Chaos, blood, screams, Sarah fights, harder than she's ever fought. But there are too many, she goes down. And everything fades to black. Everything fades to black. Sarah wakes in chains. Stone walls, damp air, a cell barely large enough to stand, and pain. Everywhere. Valerie visits first. Comfortable? No? Good. Where's Damien? Somewhere in this camp. Voss likes taking his time with Alpha prisoners. She smiles. Don't worry. He'll survive. Voss wants him broken, not dead. And me? You? Valerie's smile widens. You're my project. The torture begins. Physical at first, beatings, burns, nothing creative. But Valerie has a plan. You know what's special about wolfsbane? She holds up a needle. In small doses, it just hurts. In large doses, she injects it. Fire explodes through Sarah's veins. It kills your wolf. Days blur together. Each dose of wolfsbane is agony. Sarah screams until her voice breaks. But it works. Slowly, she feels her wolf fading. The presence that's been with her since childhood, growing weaker. Fight, Sarah begs her wolf. Please fight. I'm trying, comes the response. So faint. But I can't hold on. Voss visits once. Massive. Scarred. Eyes dead of anything human. The Alpha King's mate. He circles her. Interesting. Valerie says you have healing powers. I'll never use them for you. We'll see. He doesn't hurt her. Doesn't need to. He just lets Valerie continue. A week in, Sarah's wolf goes silent. Not weakened. Silent. Like she's not there anymore. No! Sarah pulls at her chains, screams, cries, but there's no response. Her wolf, her constant companion, her strength, her identity, is gone. Valerie watches with satisfaction. There it is, that beautiful breaking point. She leaves Sarah alone, in the darkness, empty. Her wolf, her constant companion, is gone. After 2 weeks, Voss decides Sarah is useless. She won't cooperate, won't heal his wounded, won't break enough to be fun. Kill her, he tells Valerie. Make it entertaining. Valerie is happy to oblige. The execution chamber is a pit. Stone walls, no ceiling. Stars above. Rogues gathered to watch. Sarah is dragged in, barely able to stand. Valerie addresses the crowd. The great Luna of Night Shadow. First, she came for her mate. Failed. Then she lost her wolf. And now? And she draws a blade. Now she dies. Sarah looks around. No escape, no options. She thinks of Adrian, of Damien, of the baby growing inside her. I'm sorry, she whispers. Valerie raises the blade and stops. Wait. Voss appears at the edge of the pit. I change my mind. Don't kill her. What? Dump her in the corpse pit. Let the poison finish the job. More poetic. Valerie is furious, but she doesn't argue. Guards drag Sarah away. Into darkness, downstairs, through tunnels until they reach it. A pit filled with bodies, the dead, the dying. They throw her in. She lands on cold flesh, and everything goes black. Sometime later, minutes, hours, Sarah wakes. She's lying on corpses. The smell is unbearable, but she's alive. Her hand moves to her stomach. Still there. The baby is still there. Something is keeping her alive. Whether it's the pregnancy or sheer will, she doesn't know. But she refuses to die here. Move, she tells herself. Move. She claws her way through the bodies, toward a sliver of moonlight far above. She refuses to die here. The climb is endless. Sarah has no strength, no wolf, poison still in her blood. But she climbs, finger by finger, foot by foot. She reaches the surface, a maintenance tunnel barely used. Guards in the distance, she moves the other way. Forest. If she can reach the forest, she has a chance. She runs, stumbles, falls, gets up, runs again. Behind her, alarms. They've discovered she's missing. Find her! Voss's voice echoes. Find her now! Sarah pushes harder. Through underbrush, through streams, through pain that makes her want to scream. She doesn't know where she's going. Just away. Dawn breaks. She's miles from the rogue camp. But she's dying. The wolfsbane has done too much damage. Her body is failing. She collapses at the edge of a clearing. So close, she whispers. So close. Her eyes close. But the universe isn't done with her. A patrol finds her. Night Shadow warriors. Over here, I found someone. They turn her over. Oh, goddess, it's the Luna. They carry her back. Damien, who escaped himself 2 days ago and has been tearing the territory apart looking for her, is at the border in minutes. He sees her. Broken, bloody, barely alive. Sarah, Sarah. She opens her eyes just barely. Hey, she whispers. I made it. And passes out. The next weeks are recovery. Sarah's body slowly heals. The baby, against all odds, survives. But her wolf doesn't come back. The wolfsbane did what it was designed to do. Sarah is human now, trapped in a werewolf world without her wolf. It might return, the healer says. Sometimes the connection can be restored, but probably not. Probably not. Damien holds her hand. We'll figure it out. How? I'm nothing without her. You're everything to me. Wolf or not. It helps, a little. But the loss is devastating. And it's only the beginning. You're everything to me, wolf or not. 4 months later, Sarah gives birth. A girl, Lily, perfect, healthy, with Damien's dark hair and Sarah's green eyes. The pack celebrates. A new princess, new hope. But Sarah struggles. She's a human in a werewolf world. Can't shift, can't mind link, can't protect her family the way she used to. She feels the lesser. Damien sees it, tries to help. You're still Luna? In name only. Sarah, I can't defend the pack anymore. Can't shift if there's danger, can't. You strategized the victory that saved us. You survived captivity. You gave birth to our daughter while poisoned. That's not. It's everything. He takes her face in his hands. You are not lesser. You are the strongest person I know. She wants to believe him. She really does. But the doubts are louder than his reassurance. And eventually, they'll consume her. The doubts are louder than his reassurance. Arc 8 ends with Sarah shattered. She survived. Her family is complete. They have Adrian and Lily. But she lost her wolf, lost a piece of herself, and nothing feels the same. Arc 9, The Departure. Sarah convinces herself she's a burden, that Damien and her children would be better without a human Luna dragging them down. She leaves, walks away from everything she loves, and for 3 years she disappears. Damien searches, fails, falls into a spiral. Adrian asks where Mommy went. Lily grows up hearing stories about a mother she can't remember. And Sarah? She's out there, alone, surviving. She walked away from everything. Her mate, her children, her life. Left a letter. Disappeared. For 3 years, Damien searched. For 3 years, Adrian asked where Mommy went. For 3 years, Sarah survived alone. This is the arc no one wanted. Where we left off, Sarah lost her wolf, permanently. She gave birth to Lily, has a family, a pack that loves her. But the doubts kept growing. She's human now, can't shift, can't mind link, can't fight like a werewolf. And in a world where power means everything, she convinced herself she's nothing but a burden. So she made a choice, the worst choice, to leave, to free her family from a human Luna. This arc is pain, pure pain. It builds slowly. Pack members don't mean to hurt her, but they do. Comments at gatherings. It's such a shame about the Luna. A human leading wolves? Is that even appropriate? Poor Alpha, stuck with a mate who can't even shift. Sarah hears, pretends she doesn't. But each word cuts. Damien defends her, fiercely. At a pack meeting, an elder questions whether Sarah should have a voice in council. She's not one of us anymore. Damien's response is immediate. She is Luna. Question her again, and you question me. The elder backs down. But the damage is done. Sarah sees it now. How much trouble she causes. How hard Damien has to fight, for her. Because of her. I'm holding him back, she tells herself. The thought won't leave. One night she watches Damien sleep. Exhausted. Lines on his face that weren't there before. She looks at Adrian, passed out with a book in his lap. At Lily in her crib, peaceful. And the thought crystallizes. They'd be happier without me. The lie sounds like truth. She doesn't tell anyone. Doesn't want to be talked out of it. Late one night, she writes a letter. I love you, all of you. But I can't be what you need. I'm human, weak, a liability. Every day I see how hard you fight for me. Against your own people. I can't let you fight forever. Please take care of Adrian and Lily. Tell them I love them. Tell them Mommy had to go. I'm sorry. Sarah. She places it on Damien's pillow, kisses her children one last time, and walks out the door. Into the darkness, alone. The lie sounds like truth. Damien wakes to an empty bed and a letter. He reads it once, twice, 3 times, then he roars. Find her. Every warrior, every resource. I want her found. The pack mobilizes within the hour. Search parties spread across territories. Alerts sent to allied packs. Investigators trace her last movements. And Damien? He's everywhere. Leading searches personally. Not sleeping, barely eating. She could be anywhere by now, Lucas says gently. Then we search everywhere. Alpha, she's my mate, my life. I'm not stopping. Days stretch into weeks. Nothing. Sarah covered her tracks well. Took cash, avoided cameras, changed her appearance. It's like she vanished. Adrian doesn't understand. Where's Mommy? Damien kneels down. Mommy, I had to go somewhere. When is she coming back? I don't know, buddy. Did she leave because I was bad? The question breaks Damien. No, never. Mommy loves you more than anything. This isn't your fault. But Adrian doesn't look convinced, and Damien doesn't know how to fix it. Lily is too young to know, but she fusses constantly, reaches for someone who isn't there. The mate bond, stretched to breaking, leaves Damien feeling hollow. He doesn't know if Sarah is alive or dead, doesn't know if she's hurt or safe. All he knows is she's gone, and no matter how hard he looks, he can't find her. 1 month, 2 months, 3. The search slows, not by choice, but by necessity. The pack needs leadership. Damien has to function. But every night he stares at her side of the bed, and every morning the emptiness grows. Every morning the emptiness grows. Meanwhile, Sarah is surviving. Barely. She ends up at Caleb's family home, the Morrisons. I can't go back. Margaret doesn't judge, just makes tea and listens. He'll come looking. I know. That's why I can't stay long. For a few weeks, she rests, heals, but she can't put them at risk, so she leaves again. Moves to a small town, uses a fake name, gets a crappy apartment, tries to find work. It's brutal. Every interview ends the same way. No experience, no references, no wolf. Being human isn't just a disability here. It's a disqualification. The few jobs she gets are awful. Dishwashing, cleaning, backbreaking labor for pennies. And the people around her? Not kind. A coworker steals her pay. Her landlord threatens eviction. A drunk in an alley tries to attack her. She fights him off, barely, using skills she learned from pack training. And someone sees. A man named Rico, scarred, dangerous, but interested. You can fight. I can defend myself. Ever thought about making money from it? She should say no. Underground fighting is illegal, brutal, often rigged, but she needs money, desperately. Tell me more. The underground scene swallows her whole. Training, fighting, winning. She's good, too good for an untrained human. Her pack training combined with desperation makes her deadly. She wins matches, earns money, stays invisible. The years blur together. Year 1, surviving. Year 2, hardening. Year 3, almost unrecognizable. She stops crying, stops hoping, becomes someone else entirely. She becomes someone else entirely. 3 years later, Caleb reaches out. His mother's 60th birthday. He wants Sarah there. You can't hide forever. Watch me. Sarah, Margaret loves you. She's the closest thing to family you have left. Just come, please. Against her better judgment, she goes. The party is small, warm, normal. Sarah feels like an alien. After 3 years in the dark, normalcy is uncomfortable. But she tries. And then she runs into town for Margaret's birthday cake, a bakery, crowded with kids. She waits in line. Just another face. A little girl tugs at her sleeve. Excuse me? Sarah looks down. Dark hair, green eyes, something painfully familiar. You look like my mommy. The world stops. What? My daddy shows me pictures. He says mommy has green eyes and brown hair and a smile that makes everything better. Sarah's heart shatters. What's your name, sweetheart? Lily. Lily. Lily! A nanny rushes over. I'm so sorry, she wandered off. It's fine. Sarah's voice is barely steady. She's fine. The nanny pulls Lily away, but Lily looks back. I think you're her, she says. I think you're my mommy. Sarah can't breathe, can't move. She watches her daughter disappear into the crowd. The daughter she walked away from. The daughter who recognized her from stories. That night, Sarah cries for the first time in 3 years. Not from sadness, from the crushing weight of what she's done. The daughter who recognized her from stories. Arc 9 ends with Sarah broken open again. 3 years of running, 3 years of hardening, and one little girl tears it all down. Because Lily is out there. And Adrian, and Damien. Her family never stopped looking, never stopped loving, and now they're about to find her. Arc 10, Underground Fighter. Damien tracks down Rico's fight circuit. Sarah is in the ring when he finds her. Their reunion isn't tender. It's explosive. Angry. Violent. 3 years of pain colliding. But through the wreckage, maybe, just maybe, a path back to each other. Thanks for watching. Like. Subscribe. Hit the bell. Arc 10, Underground Fighter. 3 years of pain colliding. Section duration. Words my. See that by So, Hook 0:15. Chapter 50. Context 0:35. 90. Milestone 1. 610. 900. And milestone 2. 7 qua 900. And milestone 3. 7 hawat 900. Milestone 4. 6 200. 800. Cliffhanger 3 350. Total 30 saw sound. Chwa 3990 on saw. Script version 1.0. English, US audience. Arc, The Departure. Kwaiton Mayumaniwan 154. Date, 2026 01 2. The Alpha King walks into an underground fight club. Every eye in the room turns to him. In the ring, a woman, scarred, hardened, unrecognizable. But he knows. He spent 3 years searching, and he finally found her. Quick recap. Sarah left 3 years ago, convinced herself she was a burden. She joined the underground fighting scene, made money, stayed invisible, but Lily recognized her at a bakery. Word got back to Damien. He traced Sarah's path, found Rico's operation, and now? He's here, watching his mate fight in a cage. The woman he loves, the woman he's been dying without, right in front of him. And she looks him dead in the eye and keeps fighting. The fight ends. Sarah wins, as usual. She climbs out of the cage, blood on her knuckles, expression empty, and walks straight past Damien. Sarah. She doesn't stop. Sarah. Nothing. He grabs her arm. She spins, pulls a blade from nowhere, has it at his throat before he can blink. Let go. 3 years. His voice cracks. 3 years I've been looking for you. You should have stopped. How could I stop? She pulls back. The blade disappears. Go home, Damien. Not without you. I'm not coming back. He follows her to a back room. Doesn't care about boundaries. You left. Without a word. I left a letter. A letter? Explaining that you're a burden? That we'd be happier? He's shaking. Rage or pain. Impossible to tell. Do you know what these 3 years have been like? I can imagine. Can you? He steps closer. Adrian cries every night. Lily asks about you constantly. And me? I feel like half of me is missing. Because it is. Because you left. Sarah's mask cracks. Just a little. I did what I thought was right. You were wrong. Maybe. Not maybe. You were wrong and you're coming home. She looks at him. Really looks. What makes you think I want to? The words hit like a physical blow. Damien steps back. You don't want to? I lived without you for 3 years. I can keep living without you. Sarah, it's better this way. For everyone. She opens the door. Go home. Forget me. And walks out. But Damien doesn't forget. He's waited 3 years. He's not giving up now. He's waited 3 years. He's not giving up now. Damien doesn't leave. He rents a room near Sarah's apartment. Watches from afar. She knows he's there. She's not stupid. Stalking is a crime, she tells him one morning. So is breaking an alpha's heart. Dramatic. Accurate. Days pass. He keeps showing up. At her training sessions, watching silently. At the grocery store, carrying her bags uninvited. At the cafe where she eats alone, sitting across from her. What do you want? You. Not available. Liar. She glares. He smiles. It's infuriating and also effective. Because despite everything, part of her missed him. Missed his voice, his presence. The way he looks at her like she's the only person in the world. But she can't go back. Can't face Adrian and Lily after what she did. How do you explain walking away to your own children? One night, Sarah can't sleep. She walks, ends up at a park, sits on a bench, Damien appears beside her, quiet for once. Why are you doing this? She finally asks. Because I love you. Love doesn't fix what I did. No, but it's a start. Damien, Adrian doesn't hate you. He doesn't even understand. All he knows is that Mommy left and he wants her back. Tears slide down Sarah's face. And Lily? She talks about you every day. Keeps that picture by her bed. The one from our wedding. Stop. She says goodnight to you every night. Night, Mommy. Even though you're not there. Stop. I can't. Because you need to hear this. You're not a burden. You never were. She's crying now. Really crying. I can't face them. Yes, you can. Because you're the strongest person I know. I'm not. You are. He takes her hand. Come home, Sarah. Please. She doesn't answer, but she doesn't pull away either. Good night, Mommy. Even though you're not there. But it's not that simple. 3 years of pain doesn't disappear with one conversation. The next day, Sarah agrees to meet him. Talk properly, it goes badly. Every old wound reopens. Every resentment surfaces. You should have told me how you felt, Damien shouts. I couldn't. You would have talked me out of it. Because it was crazy. To you. To me, it was the only choice. Walking away from your children was the only choice? I was protecting them. From what? From me, from being the weak link. From holding everyone back. They're both shaking. Years of hurt exploding. You think you were holding us back? Damien's voice breaks. Sarah? You were us. Adrian stopped laughing after you left. I barely functioned. The pack mourned like you died. And you? What about you? Were you happy? Living in that dump? Fighting for scraps? At least I wasn't hurting anyone. You were hurting yourself. The words land. Because he's right. 3 years of punishing herself. For what? I don't know how to come back, she whispers. Then let me show you. He reaches for her. She hesitates, then takes his hand. Then let me show you. The journey home is silent. Sarah watches the scenery pass. Heart pounding. What will they think? Adrian? Lily? Will they hate her? Reject her? They arrive at Night Shadow territory. Everything looks the same, but different. Guards she doesn't recognize. Buildings she's never seen. 3 years of changes. The front door opens. Adrian stands there. 8 years old now. Taller, but still her boy. He stares. Sarah drops to her knees. Adrian, I'm so sorry. Silence. Then he runs, slams into her. Arms around her neck so tight she can barely breathe. Mommy! She holds him, crying. I'm here. I'm here. Don't leave again, please. Don't ever leave. I won't. I promise. Lily watches from behind the door. Shy, uncertain. She was 2 when Sarah left. Doesn't remember her. Damien picks her up, brings her to Sarah. Lily, this is Mommy, the real one. Lily looks, studies Sarah's face. You look like the picture. I do? Pretty. Daddy says you're pretty. Sarah laughs through tears. Daddy's too nice. Lily reaches out, touches Sarah's cheek. Are you staying now? Yes, baby, I'm staying. Lily smiles, small, but real. And just like that, family. And just like that, family. Arc 10 ends with Sarah home. After 3 years, after all the pain, her family is together again, but the healing is just beginning. Arc 11. Reconciliation and betrayal. Sarah rebuilds, becomes head instructor for the pack, earns respect through strength and strategy. But enemies are watching. Emma, a wolf with territory claims, sees an opportunity. Working with Gabriel, Sarah's traitorous ex, she orchestrates a scandal. Fake infidelity evidence. Damien framed. Sarah believes the lie, files for divorce, and just when you think it can't get worse, it does. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Hit the bell. Arc 11, Reconciliation and Betrayal. Just when you think it can't get worse, and it does. Section line duration saves towards by Sarao I. Beretira. Hook. 0:15. Chapter 50. Banline context. 0:35. 90. Until milestone 1. 5:10. 7 and 50. The milestone 2. 6 and 800. And at milestone 3. 600. 700. Milestone 4. 4 so sai. And a 600. My cliffhanger. 3 hang 300. Total. 25 sun gods. Bow 3290. Script version 1.0. English, US audience. Arc, Underground Fighter, 155-180. Date, 2026-01-02. They finally got her back. 3 years apart, 3 years of pain. And then, just when everything seemed perfect, a photograph appeared. Damien, with another woman. And Sarah's world? Shattered all over again. But this time, someone planned it. The situation. Sarah came home, reunited with Adrian and Lily. Things were good. Really good. She became head instructor for the pack. Proved her worth through skill and strategy. Even without her wolf, she commanded respect. But not everyone was happy. Emma, a woman who claims territory rights over Damien. Gabrielle, Sarah's ex-fiancé, now bitter and vengeful. Together, they hatched a plan. Destroy Sarah's trust in Damien, break them apart, and take everything. The first months home are adjustment. Sarah doesn't slip back into the Luna role easily. After 3 years, the pack has changed. New warriors, new dynamics. Some accept her immediately, others are skeptical. She abandoned us. Now she's back and we're supposed to bow? Fair point. Sarah doesn't argue. Instead, she proves herself. She takes the head instructor position, teaches combat, strategy, survival. Without a wolf, she relies on skill and psychology. The first challenger is Jessica, a she-wolf twice her size. You're going to teach me? Jessica laughs. A human? Unless you're scared. The fight is quick. Jessica underestimates her. Sarah has 3 years of underground brutality. Jessica has pack training routines. It's not close. After that, the attitude shifts. Warriors start paying attention. Learning. Sarah's techniques are unconventional. Effective. Designed for real fights, not sparring. Where did you learn this? A young wolf asks. Places you don't want to go. Damien watches with pride. You're amazing. I'm adaptable. Same thing. Things feel good. Almost normal. But lurking in the background, Emma. Emma appears one day. Tall, beautiful, alpha-blooded. She claims historical territory rights, something about her grandfather's pack and debts owed. It's thin, but it's enough to force meetings. And at every meeting, she sits too close to Damien, touches his arm, laughs too loudly. Sarah ignores it, trusts Damien, but Emma is planting seeds. Such a shame about your mate, Emma says to a council member. A human. The Alpha King deserves better. She's stronger than she looks. Strength isn't everything. Bloodline matters. The whispers start spreading. Thra ignores it, trusts Damien, but Emma is planting seeds. The trap is months in the making. Gabriel and Emma meet in secret. He hates Sarah for leaving him, even though he betrayed her first. Logic isn't his strength. Emma wants Damien, or at least wants the power that comes with him. Together, they create a plan. Damien is summoned to a business meeting. Late night. Another territory. Normal. He's gone all the time. But this meeting is a trap. Emma arranges to be there, alone with him, in a compromising setting. And Gabriel? He arranges the photographer. It's simple. Evil. Effective. Damien walks into what he thinks is a negotiation. Emma manufactures a situation, pushes him, positions herself, plays the victim. The photographer captures it all. From the right angle, it looks like intimacy, like betrayal. The photos arrive at the pack house the next morning. Anonymous envelope. No return address. Sarah opens it, and her world caves in. Damien, in a hotel room with Emma, his hands on her face close to his. The context is wrong. The positions are staged, but Sarah doesn't know that. All she sees is her mate with another woman. She doesn't cry, doesn't scream. She just stops. 3 years she was away. She came back believing things could be different. And now this. When Damien returns, she's waiting. Explain these. He looks at the photos, face draining of color. Sarah, this isn't... Don't lie to me. I'm not lying. This is a setup. Emma manipulated? Of course she did. Because women are always manipulating to get to you. That's not fair. Fair? Her voice breaks. I spent 3 years away because I thought I was burden. And I come back and I didn't do anything. But she's not listening. Because she's been hurt too many times. And the pattern is too familiar. Gabriel, Valerie, now Emma. Everyone takes what's hers. I want a divorce. The words drop like a bomb. The words drop like a bomb. The next weeks are hell. Sarah moves out, takes an apartment in the pack house. Damien is devastated, tries to explain. It was a trap. Lucas is investigating. I've heard enough explanations. Sarah, please. I believed in you. I came back for you. And this is what I get? The pack is divided. Some believe Damien, some believe the photos. Emma fans the flames. Poor Luna. She trusted the wrong man. Gabriel appears at pack events, bold now that chaos reigns. Seraphina, still picking losers, I see. She doesn't respond, but she files the divorce papers. Damien doesn't contest, not because he agrees, but because he realizes arguing isn't working. He needs evidence, proof that he was set up. Lucas works around the clock. Security footage from the hotel shows Emma arriving an hour before Damien, setting up the room. Phone records show communication between Emma and Gabriel. And the photographer? He's a known con. Works for whoever pays. But getting the evidence to hold up? That takes time. Meanwhile, Sarah is crumbling inside. She throws herself into work, training harder, teaching more. Adrian and Lily are confused. Why doesn't Daddy live with us anymore? It's complicated, sweetie. Did you fight again? Yes. One night, Sarah breaks. She sits on the balcony, staring at nothing. 3 years away, months back, and it's falling apart all over again. Was she cursed? Was happiness not meant for her? She pulls out her phone, scrolls to Damien's name. Doesn't call. But Damien isn't idle. He captures Emma, in a room, with Lucas, and no mercy. You have one chance to tell the truth. I don't know what you're... We have the footage, the phone records, the photographer confessed. Emma's face pales. Tell me everything, or I show the pack what you really are. She cracks. Gabriel is next, harder to find. But Damien is relentless. He tracks him to a hideout 3 territories away, drags him back in chains. You framed me, destroyed my marriage. You stole Seraphina from me. She was never yours. The interrogation is brutal. But Gabriel confesses, on record, on video, everything Emma and Gabriel planned, every manipulation, every lie. Every manipulation, every lie. Damien brings the evidence to Sarah. Video confessions, phone records, everything. She watches in silence. Emma admitting the setup. Gabriel admitting he orchestrated it, the photographer confirming payment, all of it. A conspiracy to destroy her marriage. When it's over, she doesn't speak. I'm sorry, Damien says. I should have found this faster. You found it? That's what matters. Is it? Because you filed for divorce. You didn't believe me. She flinches. I know. Why, Sarah? After everything? Why didn't you trust me? Because everyone I've ever trusted has betrayed me. Gabriel, my family, even my own body when my wolf died. I'm not them. I know. I know that now. The words hang there. What do we do? She asks. We rebuild. Again, if you're willing. She looks at him, really looks. 3 years she ran, months she doubted, and through all of it, he never stopped fighting for them. I'm willing. He crosses the room, takes her face in his hands. Then let's start over. For real this time. And he kisses her. The fallout is swift. Emma is banished. Her territory claims voided. Gabriel is imprisoned, awaiting trial. The pack sees the evidence, understands what happened. Sarah and Damien don't make a big announcement. They just are. Together again. But they're both different now. Scarred by what they've been through. The divorce papers are burned, a symbolic gesture, and that night they make promises. No more running. No more secrets. Whatever comes next, we face it together. Simple words. But after everything? They mean everything. Simple words. But after everything? They mean everything. Arc 11 ends with the conspirators defeated, Emma banished, Gabriel imprisoned, Sarah and Damien together again. Their children finally have both parents under one roof. But peace is a rare commodity in this world. Because while they were fighting for their marriage, Voss was rebuilding. The rogue alpha who tortured Sarah, who took her wolf, he's been silent, gathering strength, waiting for the right moment. And now, with the pack distracted by internal drama, he's ready. Arc 12, Alpha Awakening and Finale. The final battle. Damien is captured, poisoned, dying. Sarah does the impossible, transforms into her true alpha form. A form no one knew she had. A form that can save Damien or destroy everything. This is it. The final arc. The ultimate test. And the ending you've been waiting for. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. Arc 12, Alpha Awakening and Finale. See you there. They told her she was powerless. No wolf, no strength, just a human in a werewolf world. But when the man she loves is dying, poisoned, broken, fading, something inside her awakens. And the world will never be the same. The finale is here. Emma and Gabriel are dealt with. Sarah and Damien are finally together. But Voss, the rogue alpha, has been waiting. He's rebuilt his forces, planned his revenge. And when Damien leaves for a border conflict, he walks straight into a trap. Poisoned, captured, left to die. Now Sarah must do the impossible. Save her mate, defeat an army, and become something no one thought possible. This is the end. Let's finish it. It starts with small attacks, border skirmishes, probing. Voss is testing defenses. Damien doesn't wait. He leads warriors to the border himself. Stay here, he tells Sarah. Protect the pack house. I should come with you. Someone needs to hold the center. That's you. She doesn't like it, but she understands. The first reports are hopeful. Rogues retreating. Minimal casualties. Should be over by nightfall. Then silence. The mind link goes dead. Sarah feels it like a punch to the chest. Not again. Not like last time. Scouts report back. The Alpha's position was overrun. We found bodies, but not his. There are signs of a fight. Blood trail leading into rogue territory. Sarah's blood runs cold. What about poison? The scout hesitates. We found traces of something, laboratory grade, designed for alphas. Voss's specialty. They have Damien, and they're killing him slowly. Lucas organizes the defense, but Sarah isn't staying. I'm going after him. Luna, that's exactly what Voss wants. Then he'll get exactly what he wants. She straps on weapons. And he'll regret it. You don't have a wolf. If you go in there, I survived his prison once, without a wolf. I can do it again. Lucas can't stop her. No one can. Then he'll get exactly what he wants, and he'll regret it. Sarah moves alone. Faster that way. Less detectable. The blood trail leads deep into rogue territory. She finds the camp at dawn. Destroyed, bodies everywhere. Not a battle, a slaughter. Damien's last stand before they took him. But she's too late to help here. She pushes deeper. The poison is working fast. She can feel it through the mate bond. Faint, but there. Pain. Weakness. Fading. "Hold on," she whispers. "I'm coming." The rogue fortress rises from the trees. Stone walls, guards everywhere. Sarah scouts the perimeter. Finds a weak point. She's not strong, but she's clever. And 3 years of underground fighting taught her how to be invisible. She slips inside, past guards, through corridors following the bond like a compass. Stronger. Closer. She finds him in a cell, chained, beaten, barely conscious. The poison has turned his skin gray. His breathing is shallow. "Damien." His eyes flutter. "Sarah?" "I'm here. I'm getting you out. Trapped. It's a trap. I know. I don't care." She breaks the chains, pulls him to his feet. He can barely stand. "Can you walk?" "No." "Then I'll drag you." But they're not alone. Voss steps out of the shadows. "I was hoping you'd come." Sarah puts herself between him and Damien. "Let us go." "After all the trouble I went through?" Voss laughs. "Your mate killed dozens of my wolves. I'm going to make him watch while I tear you apart." "You can try." Voss attacks. "Let us go." "You can try." Sarah fights. She's good, better than anyone expected, but Voss is an alpha. In full form. She can't match his strength. He throws her across the room. Bones crack. This is what the Alpha King chose? Voss stalks toward her. "This? A human?" She struggles up. "I'm more than human." "Are you?" He slashes. Blood sprays. "Prove it." Damien tries to move. Can't. The poison has him paralyzed. "Sarah, run." "Not happening." She gets up again. Again. Every time Voss knocks her down. But she's losing. Badly. Voss pins her to the ground, claws at her throat. "Any last words?" She looks at Damien, at his fading eyes, and something inside her snaps. Not breaks. Snaps. Power floods through her. Golden light. Blinding. Every wolf in the fortress freezes. Sarah rises. Her body transforms. Not into a wolf, into something more. Wings of light. Eyes burning gold. Alpha. True alpha. The bloodline she never knew she had. Dormant for years. Awakens. Voss stumbles back. What are you?" "You're ending." She moves, faster than sight. Voss doesn't stand a chance. The fight is over in seconds. Voss lies broken on the ground. Sarah stands over him, power radiating. "For what you did to me. To Damien. To everyone." She doesn't show mercy. When it's over, she turns to Damien. The power is fading, taking everything out of her. But she has one task left. She kneels beside him, hands glowing. "Stay with me." She pours healing into him. Everything she has. The poison recedes. His color returns. His eyes open fully. "Sarah? I'm here." Tears stream down her face. "I've got you." He stares at her, at the fading golden light around her. "What happened to you?" "I woke up." "What happened to you?" "I woke up." With Voss dead, the rogues scatter. The survivors flee. The fortress falls. Sarah carries Damien out, somehow finding strength she shouldn't have. Pack warriors meet them at the border. Lucas nearly collapses with relief. You did it." "We did it," Sarah corrects. She looks at Damien, barely conscious in her arms. "We survived." The next day is a recovery. Damien's poison is purged. He sleeps for 48 hours straight. When he wakes, Sarah is there. "How long?" 2 days. "Voss?" "Dead." He processes. "And you? I saw you. You transformed." "I know." "How?" "I'm still figuring that out." She sits beside him, takes his hand. All I know is, when you were dying, something inside me refused to let that happen. The true alpha form. The pack healer thinks it was always there. Dormant, my bloodline, my heritage, waiting for the right trigger. And I was the trigger? Always. He pulls her close. Don't ever do that alone again. I'll try. I mean it. We're partners. Equal. Equal. She smiles. I like that. The pack gathers. They've seen the footage from surviving guards' memory, Sarah's transformation, her victory, and they kneel. Not because they have to, because they choose to. Luna. Lucas's voice carries. True Luna. Sarah stands before them, humbled, overwhelmed. I'm still human most of the time. You're one of us, an elder says. Always were. She looks at Damien. He nods, she accepts. You're one of us, always were. The weeks that follow are healing, not just physical, emotional. Adrian runs to Sarah after school. Mom, I heard you turned into an angel. Not quite. But you saved Dad. Yeah. She smiles. I did. Lily draws a picture. Yellow crayon for Sarah's power. Stick figures for the family. That's us. Forever. Forever, Sarah agrees. Gabriel and Emma face trial. The evidence is overwhelming. They're convicted. Gabriel is sentenced to life imprisonment. Emma is banished to the wastes. Justice. Finally. And Damien? He's different now. More attentive, more present. He takes Sarah's hand one evening. I have something for you. What? He places a small box in her palm. She opens it. A ring. Simple. Beautiful. We've been through everything. Wars, lies, separation, death. He kneels. Marry me again. This time for good. She's crying. We're already married. Then renew, whatever it takes. She pulls him up, kisses him. Yes, 1,000 times yes. Life goes on, better than before. Adrian starts training, determined to be strong like his mom. Lily grows into a little spitfire, all Damien's stubbornness. And there's news. Sarah is pregnant again, twins this time. The pack celebrates. The future is bright. The future is bright. And that's it. The story of Seraphina. She started as an Omega, betrayed, alone, pregnant. She became a mother, a fighter, a survivor. She lost her wolf, lost herself, lost everything. And she found it all again, not because the world gave it to her, because she took it. This is a story about strength, not the kind that comes from power or bloodline, the kind that comes from choosing to get up again, every single time. Sarah is true Luna now, mother of 4, mate to the Alpha King, and no one will ever call her weak again. Thank you for watching. All 12 arcs, complete. If you made it this far, you're part of the pack now. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, and remember, sometimes the weakest ones become the strongest if they refuse to give up. The end.